Good evening, everyone. Welcome to Gendera. I just had my Sunday Night Live prayer, and I have been constantly getting myself tongue-tied every time I come in and say panel chat. I end up saying channel pat. So hence the title of the video. And Nettie is appreciating my channel pat. So she's just going to go for a shower and she's going to come back. And yes, thumbs up when you come into the chat, please. G'day, my Aussie gardener. Great to see you, Daz. Been enjoying watching some of your videos. And I'm glad to see that the kids are doing well now and that no more throwing up is occurring. We were watching Bomber Steve's video he did a live on Friday night, I think it was. See if I can find it. Bomber Steve did a video on snake education live. So he had a whole heap of, I think it was the Melbourne Reptile Society, I think that was who it was. There it is. I will share that so you can see what I'm up to. So yeah, Bomber Steve was doing a snake
Welcome everybody.
That was loud. So a snake education awareness information session. And Daz is saying that he was so frustrated that he had to leave early. I can understand that. But that's the beauty of YouTube. You can go back and watch the replay later. And it is an incredibly good video. I highly encourage watching it. Oh dear. See if I can share that happily without having some sort of connection fit with YouTube, which I always end up with all sorts of interesting things happening. So this is the link for snake education session with Bomber. I highly encourage going and having a look at this video. In this, they go through signs on what to look for if your animal has been bitten by a snake. So has your dog been bitten by a snake? Has your cat been bitten by a snake? And also different things to look out for as aggressive behavior or just behavior that's normal to that animal and it's just trying to escape. So yes. Is one of my favorite words tonight, I think. But yeah, Bomber, it's a really good video, and he's got, from memory, I think it was 2 different presenters, but there was a whole heap of snake catchers in the room. And they went into the different habitats and how to observe the different animals. So the common rescue snakes around Bendigo. So this was done in Bendigo, which is in central Victoria. So yes, so these are some of the common snakes. And there's just a whole heap of really good information, really great. It does go for 2 hours, but you don't necessarily have to watch it all in one go. But it was a really good live, and it was great to be able to, and you'll be able to see the chat as well. So and poor my Aussie gardener had children throwing up, which made life a little bit difficult. So yeah, we had a great time and we were able to ask questions and all sorts of things. It was really good. Really highly encourage it. And the other thing I was wanting to highlight to everyone today was Josh from InYa Homestead. He's over in Western Australia.
Okay, guys.
So he's actually put up this video because last Sunday he actually got hit by a Category 3 cyclone, which is a pretty intense cyclone, and it's not something that they usually get in his area, at least not to that. Not to that extent. I think it's like 170 kilometers an hour wind. I don't fully understand. But if anyone wants to come up and join me on the panel, they're more than welcome. I'll put a link in the chat. We'd love to have you come up and join me. But Josh has basically had, so this part of the video is actually during the cyclone. So he's actually in his pantry at this point. So he's got all his preps. He's surrounded by his preps. But go and have a watch of the video. It is really, really good. So he's got, and then he goes through some of the damage that was done to his house. So windows broken and walls busted. And that's just his house. And his poor ute. Nope, didn't quite go far enough. So his ute got pushed into the fence, but the ute is safe. And that's really fantastic because he's only just been able to replace his ute because he was carless for about a month, I think, because he just didn't have the money to be able to fix it. His poor garden's been trashed. I mean, and that's what happens when you have 170 plus kilometre an hour winds. It does a huge amount of damage. So his windmill's been knocked over. And that was basically his source of water. The big bonus of it is there has been some funding put through it by the government to help people to recover. And he's been able to buy a generator with that because at the moment he has no electricity other than from the generator, which is going to cost a considerable amount to run. And he's had to buy a pump because this was basically how he got water to his house. So at the moment, he's basically staying with his mum and dad, and they're a considerable distance from where he is. I'll see if I can find. I put the location because I was actually looking on the radar on my bomb weather tracker last week. And I looked at Geraldton. So Geraldton is, let's go to Geraldton. We'll have a look on the map. Oh, have I even come into the right spot? Yes, I have. Here we go. So Josh is up at Calabri and his mum lives down in Geraldton. So there's a considerable distance between those two places. We'll put in Geraldton. And Calabri. Kalbarri. I know I can do directions to it. Oh, there we go. We'll put this. Directions. There we go. Hi, I didn't have to. So it's an hour and 41-minute drive. Yeah, his mum was okay because the cyclone itself kind of tracked along here. I mean, she still got a lot of rain from it, but she was pretty good. But see, she's an hour and 41 minutes drive from Josh, so he's basically having to do this drive at least twice a day because he's staying with his mum, but he's still got all his animals out at the property, so he's got to go out and look after his animal. He's got his goats, his chickens, his guinea pigs. I can't remember what else there is. Have a watch of Josh's video anyway. So he's got an hour and 41-minute drive, and the ute that he's got is not going to be easy on the gas, let's say it that way. It's going to be a bit of a gas guzzler. So he is going to, yes, there's a bit of financial support that the government is giving people, but it's not going to be enough. I mean, it's going to take months, if not years, for the insurance company to get the buildings on Josh's property repaired so that it's in a livable condition. Goodness only knows how long it's going to take for the electricity and the internet to be reconnected. at Josh's property, because currently it is not. And that's going to be very difficult for him. So, yes, he's got a really difficult job at the moment. And I encourage you to go and have a look at Josh's video showing the damage that was actually done to his property. So I'll leave that link in the description. And not description, that way, the chat. That way. I'll leave it in the chat. So yeah, but if anyone does want to come up and join me, you're more than welcome, provided you're not a troll. Or as North Shore Preparedness was saying, you're not kicking dogs or beating children. Is it beating babies? You're welcome to come up on my chat. Love North Shore Preparedness. He is absolutely fantastic. And if you have not seen Sean's channel, he does awesome room raids. Love Sean to bits. And this weekend, he's actually been giving out his phone number and having people call him up. So he's been talking to them on live chats. I bet you mean. You want? Yeah, that's fine, Darren. It's all good. Now, do you prefer Darren or Daz? I know in your video you said Daz. I'll try and remember. And it does take a little while to get to know everybody. So, and that's one of the things I really like about the panel chats. They do give you a chance to get to know everybody. And you get to know people but through their videos as well. But Sean at North Shore Preparedness, he is a lot of fun. But before I get too distracted on that, so if you've got the ability to help out Josh, even if it's $5, that's going to get him a bit of fuel. I mean, it's not going to get him home, but I mean, it depends on how much fuel his car's using, and how big his tank is. But the tank's probably $50. And 2-hour drive. Oh, I got no idea. So, yep, we'll go with Daz. Yeah, you don't want to get confused with Darren from Down Under Farm and Forge, especially considering you've both got such amazing beards. Now, I lost my train of thought. What was I thinking? So yeah, so that's virtually a 3 hours, and that's not got any traffic at the moment. So during peak hour, that would actually be a much longer drive, I'd imagine. So that's probably a 3-hour round trip drive every day to look after his animals. That's huge. And that's before you look at the fact that he needs to actually use petrol to run the generator and petrol to run the water pump, I'm assuming. I know we've got a petrol pump on our dam. And the fact that he's been able to get a generator and the pump for his water source is fantastic. It's an amazing blessing. But it would be nice for us to give him a little bit of extra support. And Josh is lovely. Josh usually does a live chat on Friday, on every second Friday night was his plan before the cyclone hit. He was doing it every Friday night, but then it got a little bit difficult with him with all the travelling backwards and forwards when he had to go into town. So yes. So Daz, Silhouette Park Farm has 2 halves, and they do their live stream on Tuesday nights at about 9 o'clock, isn't it, Nettie? Is it 9 or 8? Either way, they do their lives on Tuesday nights, and you've got Nettie and Adam. They go on, and we all just chat and have fun in the comments. It's great. I love going on Nettie and Adam's in their chats. It's good fun. So Nettie always has the emoticons in her messages, so you can tell the difference, because occasionally you've got Darren chatting, not Darren, and just about everyone in the community gets Darren and Adam mixed up. So yes, occasionally it's really funny if both Nettie and Adam come on in the chat as Silhouette Park Farm. So one of them will usually go off and change over to Annette Kilpatrick or Adam Kilpatrick. But they're a lovely couple and they're just out here in Laidley. Now, to give some context on that, we're over here. Where's Toowoomba? So Laidley's here, and I'm over here somewhere in Lockyer Waters. Oh, you saw that? Cool. Yes, so Nettie and Adam go live on Tuesday nights at 9 p.m. And then down on Boddington Farm usually go live on Saturday nights. And I've got my live prayer on Sundays. And then occasionally I'll do a random panel chat. I've got to really think about that, hey? How sad is that? On Sunday evenings. So I'm not planning on going too late tonight because tomorrow is a school day. School holidays are finished. Back to having to get the kids organised. Although they're really good. Honestly, my 4-year-old loves doing his schoolwork. So yes. I wonder how long it takes to get from Geraldton to Lockyer Waters. Just as a random bit of trivia. That's to give some context to all our American friends. Hey. No, the internet out here is a little bit sad. Okay, so to get from Western Australia at Geraldton over to here at Lockyer Waters, looks like you got some roadworks to contend with, but it's 47 hours. I don't know about you, but I'm not doing that tomorrow. And you can't catch public transport. If you'd wanted to walk, it would be 832 hours. I think I need a nap just thinking about that. What about bicycling? There we go. Let's catch a bike. 203 hours. Not this little black duck. And there's no flights available. You'd probably have to go down to Perth. So you'd have to go to Perth and then come over to... I think there's an airport in Toowoomba, isn't there, Nettie? Nettie and Adam have been out here for a lot longer. I've actually only just moved to this area from Eagleby. So we did that last year. And that, if you want to push bike it, is over 5 hours. I'm not going to push bike it. So it's an hour and 11 minutes that I moved. Oh, cool. So Daz, your wife grew up in Rosewood for years, and I looked at these areas back in the day, but never settled up there in the end. Ah, well. Yeah, Rosewood's not far from us at all, is it, Nettie? Yeah, so Nettie agrees there's an airport in Toowoomba. But let's have a look at how far away Rosewood is. So Rosewood is like 40 minutes away. So yeah, that's kind of cool, my Dash. That's very cool. Okay. So what would anyone like to talk about? Is there anyone that wants to come? And looks like there's about 6 people watching. It's down on Boddington Farm. If you want to come up and join me, Nettie, that would be Bibby. I'm having a real one of those nights. You be nice to Rosewood, Bibby. Bibby's in Ipswich. So I'll put this back at Lockyer Waters. And let's do directions to Ipswich. love the fact that we're all so far away from each other, but it's like we're right here. Love it. So yes, Ipswich is 42 minutes away. You see your suburb. Yay! Oh, Gabble. Well, there you go. Gabble's come in. There we got Boddington Farm coming up on the live on the channel. Hello, Bibby.
Hello.
We've got Dabble in here. I've never
Hang on.
seen Dabble come in. He always comes in as CG.
Huh? Dabble Smith.
CG says, yeah. He's saying good evening.
Hey, CG.
It seems funny seeing CG come in as Dabble Smith.
We all know you.
Hey, I can hear you a lot better now.
Oh, can you?
Yeah, I can hear you quite clearly tonight.
Okay. Well, it was just because you were talking so much last night.
I'm still talking a lot, though.
And then I got to go, shh, shh.
You muted me last night.
Hang on a minute. You got that mute button tonight, don't you?
I have. I can mute you tonight.
Good on ya.
Now, what does Silhouette do? Nope. I have no idea what.
I can't even.
Oh, you meant Bibby. Sorry. You can't eat what?
Well, now that I've come on here, I can't see what anyone's saying.
Oh, you should be able to hit the chat button. It should bring it up. Oh, look at that. Bibby's, Nettie's maiden name is Smith. Of course it is, because your mum's Sue Smith. Duh. I'm a bit slow sometimes. I actually think I've heard you say that before.
No.
Let's just shrink that. Oh, that didn't work.
That's
not what I meant to do.
I can't see any chats in here, but anyway.
You can't see any chats?
No.
You don't have any buttons?
I'm on my iPad. See, look. Hang on. Which way? No, that way.
You'd have to go to a mirror.
and there's Ramesses.
Hi, the pussycat. Yes.
The Ramesses. The feral.
Nettie says, don't mute anyone. We all need talk time. Apparently, I was talking too much last night, Nettie, and I got muted. Hi, look at the pussycat. Oh, yes. I wasn't all that bothered by it. The number of times I've been accidentally clicked on by a moderator and put in timeout, usually because they're trying to click on somebody else. And then as soon as they realise they've put me in timeout, they untimeout me. But okay, I still talk a lot.
Yes, you do. You do talk a lot. So, hey, Nettie. Hey, my Aussie garden. Oh, Daz.
Yes,
hey,
Daz.
Dabble Smith. All you guys. Now I can actually see the chat, and I'm watching myself on the television, so I can work out where I'm going with this iPad.
It's all good. Oh, you're not going to come up on the panel, Nettie. One of these days. Hey, Ed! Welcome to the chat. How's it going? The best life's come into. You were lurking while you were having a coffee, were you? Aha. Now we know. Now we know.
Yeah, so like, I wish that hang on. I wish Agent would get out of the shower and fill my wine glass up, but I put my wine glass in the sink. So now you've got to walk into my kitchen.
Oh, so we get to see where you made those lovely potatoes pancakes. It's Bomber! Steve is in the house.
Oh,
when you did when you've done your cooking things, but I don't think you've ever actually done a tour of the house before.
Okay. But
Hello,
I don't know how
Ed.
to turn the camera around.
Hi guys.
How
I
you
just
doing, Ed?
I just woke up.
You would have. And you had a fairly
just
late
woke
night
up.
live last night.
No, I was on Will It Wilt live last night. You guys,
Yeah.
you know I'm in Shed Wars, right?
Yes.
You know
You're
me
a
and
new
John,
addition.
right? And you know me and John do not get along on there.
Yeah,
It's all in fun, but
absolutely.
I'm in his head now after what I did yesterday. Have you seen the video that I put out yesterday?
Not the most recent one. I did see that you've put your entry to Shed Wars up, and I've added
Right.
it to a watch list, but I haven't watched it yet.
Okay, the one I put out yesterday,
Mhm.
John just thinks that I can't grow. I don't know how to grow, and that I'm just growing in containers.
Mhm.
Well, I just revealed yesterday that I'm got a garden that's 25 foot wide, 48 foot long.
I did hear that. I heard you telling him that in the live. What is it, 4 acres?
Well, I have 4 acres I live on,
Mhm.
but I could make a garden that is 4 acres big, but I'm not. That's way too much for me. But he is dumbfounded now. He doesn't know what to do.
Hey, you got to keep the Portuguese pointer on his toes.
Yeah, him and his team will it wilt. Silhouette Park
It's
Farm.
John the
Bomber
jellyfish.
Steve. Yeah, he's got so many names. My Aussie
He
Garden.
does.
It's Crazy Homestead. That's who he is.
Yeah, this is who I am. No one knows.
So-
That's the
He likes to
problem.
jump on lives while he's driving.
Explaining to Agent who you are.
Aha.
Oh,
Ed
you're
likes to
with
drive
Agent.
while he's...
I don't.
Bibby and Agent are down on
Okay.
Boddington Farm.
Well, now I know. Now I can put a face with the names.
Absolutely.
Cool.
Horrible face.
Oh, I'm
Although
just.
Agent's always
no,
mask.
I
Hey, Agent needs to have his mask on, Bibby.
Well,
But
you know, I can't show him because he doesn't have his mask on.
Nope. You got to watch that.
How you doing,
That's
Bomber?
right. Hey, Bomber Steve.
Oh, there you go. You've got to hold it.
So Bomber's saying it's great to see you, Ed. Great to see you smiling and laughing and giving John a hard time. Hey, Agent. Hey, you haven't got a hat on.
Hey, Agent.
What's going on? There's no hat.
Yeah, because I just come out of the shower. But Ed, just so you know, at the end of our Shed Wars down here, I will be doing a video dedicated to Jellyfish John. So keep an eye out for that. John's gonna absolutely love it.
Right.
Agent, Bomber said if you just got out of the shower, you better have a towel on.
No, he's dressed. It's okay. He's
I
dressed.
was thinking he looked pretty dressed.
I am, trust me.
He's dressed.
No nudie buns.
No nudie buns.
Yeah. I'm gonna make my coffee. I'll hand this back to Bibby.
Cool.
Yeah, now you have to look at my ugly face.
Oh.
So Kay and CG are huge fans of drone technology. I love drones. I have one, and I haven't taken it out of its box yet. I've had it for over 12 months. It's ridiculous.
Good on you.
I know. Actually, no, I lie. I did take it out of its box, and I got it up off the... I was in the house, and I got it up off the ground by about 30 centimetres and put it back down again. And I just haven't had a chance to get it out again.
Drones are fun.
Drones are good fun. My neighbour out the back, Drew, actually did a drone fly over the property for me, so I'm still yet to put that video up I put a picture up that I went over and did a video on, but yes.
What Bomber Steve said something to me. Great to see you, and great to see you. Oh yeah, it's been awesome. And I do. How can I say this? Appreciate my Aussie families that want to still give me crap about changing my name so many times, like Adam.
Well, you
And,
change it so often we can't keep up.
I know, but I've been going. I went through a whole. You guys, some people don't even know half the stuff that I went through. But this name on my channel fits me perfectly, and it's
it
not
does.
going nowhere. It's gonna stay like this. And oh, Mike, you know what happened? I am so aggravated with myself. Holy crap! Look at my hair.
It's all good. Have you seen mine?
Look at my hair.
I put in 2 raised beds yesterday,
And I
about
got
4
pink
foot
eye
by.
as well.
Oh, not good.
You
But
need
I put
some
in a.
sleep, Bibby.
Huh?
You need some sleep.
What time is it over there?
It's 11:15.
Yeah.
Holy crap! It's only 7:45 here, a.m. But I put 2 raised beds in yesterday,
Yep.
and I planted a purple potato.
Yep.
Nice.
I've never seen them or planted them, and then I planted another thing of tomatoes in raised beds. I went to go find my seeds that I had so I could plant in between the potatoes. I found them in about 3 inches of water.
Oh.
Oh, they're soaking.
Every one of my seeds were in 3 inches of water. I was like, no.
Soaking to germinate.
Yeah.
Soaking to germinate.
They're just soaking to germinate.
Oh yeah, all 75 bags full.
75.
That's a lot of water.
Whoa.
Yeah, I put them
It's a
down
really
in
good
the-
idea to
Well,
find
what
out
I'm
where the
gonna
soggy
do-
places are.
What I'm going to do is take a couple containers, put some fresh potting soil and stuff in it, and just take the seeds and just bury them in it. See what happens. I have no clue what's going to come up. But I was fortunate yesterday to get a mail call, and
No,
I got a
no.
stack of seeds.
Night, Nettie.
Nettie's
gotta
going
go,
to
the kids-
bed.
Kids have got to go to school
Nettie.
tomorrow.
Hi, Nettie. Adam. Debbie Smith. Bomber Steve. You guys stay up too late. Shoot.
Yesterday we were up until about 1, I think, and the night before it was 1. I'm not
The
staying
last-
up that late tonight. I've got to
last
start
3
homeschooling the kids tomorrow.
Oh, wow. The last 3 days, I've been staying up to like 4, 5 o'clock in the morning.
Oh,
Yeah, off that.
you need to sleep.
Well, see, I come home on Fridays from my job, so I have Friday night, Saturday night to make all my videos, and get then I can edit them throughout the week, and then put them out when I need them. So
It's a good plan.
but I've got a lot of. I'm gonna try to get a Canon video done today if I can, but I got to work in the garden too because I got to aggravate John from Will It Wilt.
Absolutely.
Absolutely.
Well, you know that's the new name of their team is Will It Wilt.
Is it simply Jane that calls it? Always keeps saying it won't grow,
Yeah.
or is that Laurie?
Yep.
I can't remember. It's Laurie or simply Jane.
I
It
think
is
it's
funny
both.
though.
I think it's both of them.
Probably.
And I finally get to get rid of my beekeeping kit
Mhm.
because I made over 500 subs, and I did the drawing yesterday. A friend of mine out of Alabama won it, and I hope she's going to our meetup in Pryor, Oklahoma
Yep.
in a month. Because guess what? My big butt's going to be there. And I'm going to try to do live shows while I'm there. So if you guys see me go live, May
Have to come
22nd.
up. hmm
Well, it would actually be May 23rd for you guys, right?
Depends on what time of day.
It's going to be like 9 o'clock in the morning, 9 to 3 Central
That's
Time.
we'd probably come in later in the afternoon.
Right.
Because
it
around
would
9
be-
o'clock it's like 2 a.m. plus.
Right. So we'll set your alarm. Go to bed early. Come and enjoy the fun. Because, it's going to be a blast. They're talking, from what I've understood, I don't know if it's true, like 200 to 300 YouTube creators
Wow.
are going to be there. That's not including the subs.
That's
Or
cool.
all like, I'm not going to keep calling them subs. I'm going to call them new friends. Because it's easier that way. Just call them new friends. All right, I got to get off here. I got to get to work. It was good seeing you both. And now I know who, every time someone says her name and agent's name, now at least I know who the hell they're talking about.
You know who Bibi and Agent are.
Exactly.
That's
All
me.
right, you guys have a good one, and I'll go back to the chat.
Bless you, Ed.
Bless
Have
you.
a good day.
And as Bomber Steve was saying, Ed's been through the ringer, turned around, back through the ringer, got his ass kicked, got back through the ringer, and mate, you're looking great. It's very pleasing to see you doing so well. And my Aussie gardener was saying, he's new. He only knew him as Ed's Crazy Homestead. Now, what's Bomber up to? Oh, Bomber said drive safe. Although you're in the chat, so you can see it now, Ed. So, woohoo! Just set my custom name on my channel. Have to wait for it to appear now. Oh, cool! So you got your own little... Cool. Oh, it's Spanish Homestead. Welcome.
Hello, hello.
Is that 100 sub thing I've heard about? I don't remember if you had to be 100 subs to get a custom name. You probably do.
Yeah, I think when we got to 100 subs, we could get our custom name.
Yeah, I think it is 100 subs thing.
Because
It just makes it confusing if you change your name. Which is why if you look at Ed's Crazy Homestead, his custom name is different from Ed's Crazy Homestead.
Okay.
Because he's had multiple different names. As he was saying, and Adam always gives him curry about it. Always gives him curry about it.
Well, there's a lot of people that keep changing their names. It's like,
They do.
on, who are you? Oh, you're that one. Oh, you're that one. Why do you keep changing your name?
So this is Ed's channel, and his custom name is Southern Life Homestead. And when I first saw Ed, he was Southern Woodworking Homestead.
Okay, then.
Oh, Best Life, haven't you hit 100 yet? I'm sure we can help with that. I mean, I know I'm already a sub.
Who hasn't hit 100 yet?
Best Life, by the looks of it. Let's go check. Oh, my typing's a bit slow tonight. And they are a little bit hard to find because a lot of people have got the Best Life.
Okay.
But if you look for the right spelling, in the uppercase and the lowercase, you got a little bit better luck, which I'm not having at the moment.
Or maybe they need to put up their link. Oh, no, they can't, can they? Because they don't have a wrench.
They're not. No, they don't have a wrench. What have I spelt wrong? No, I've found you before.
Oh, I think Bomber's got it.
Ah, you're good, Bomber. Thank you.
Bobby the Butcher.
Is that the right one? Hello, Bobby the Butcher. Yes, let's not judge as long as you have a homestead. It's like a good plan.
Hey, Bomber.
Just staring Ed and just explaining why your custom name is not Ed's Crazy Homestead. We love you.
Hey, Bomber, guess what we had today? An Eastern Brown in T2.
Ooh.
Yeah, Agent went down to do some work down in the veggie patch, and there was a nice Eastern Brown sitting there, and he just went, "Oh crap, human, I'm going."
That's
So
about the size of it.
just go, have fun.
Bomber says, "Ooh, lucky you. Lovely snake."
Well,
it was actually. It's beautiful.
Oh, yeah. It would have been. You can try and change your custom name. I think you can only change it a couple of, like once or twice every 12 months or something. Because at the moment, I think my custom name is Gendera Eagleby, because Gendera itself wasn't available. So I was looking at changing it to Gendera Homestead, but it just didn't work. So I gave up.
See you
Actually, no, I think
guys.
it has. Maybe that's Facebook. I don't know. Saying that he must be off, everyone. School lunches, drink bottles, 2 loads of washing and packing the dishwasher to do. Told my wife I'll do it, but still haven't. Gotta do it. Isn't that what this stream is about? Random chat is strange circumstances with a bit of a sip at it.
Oh, you've got.
I don't know. You got me lost there.
Now it's up. Oh, no, it's not up.
Bomber's got Agent. They are stunning snakes. Their scalations and patterns is beautiful. Their scientific name is textilis, which comes from the woven appearance of their scales. Nice. There you go.
There you go. Cool.
Getting the chores done, Daz.
So yeah, it was another snake to add to the property, seeing as we
got it all wrong. I don't know.
we took out 7 tree snakes and a python out of John's little bat cave.
A coastal carpet.
A coastal carpet, and then we've got, what have you called him? Patrick the python, who inhabits T2 as well.
Uh-huh. You like naming all your critters?
Yeah, it's like the fancy pantsers, even though they're ending up in freezer camp. So how's that little chookie going with the wobbly legs?
It's actually not doing too badly. I'm surprised at how well it's coping. Wasn't expecting it to make it this far, but it looked quite well today. I don't think I know I've done a video on it today, but I don't think I've uploaded it yet.
No, that's cool if it's doing it.
Oh, okay. I've uploaded it, but I haven't made it public yet because I still got to add the end screens and cards to it.
Okay. It's still a cute little chickie.
Hopefully. Oh, it is. Hopefully.
And you seeing how much attitude Miss Peanut has.
Yes. The naughty little Peanut.
Very naughty little Peanut she is. And now Agent's hoping that Natalia gets broody again so he can get some eggs off Nettie for some more freezer camp babies.
Mm-hmm. There you go. Bomber says Patrick is a great name for a python.
Yeah.
Yeah, we name all our animals around here.
Yeah, Daz, you're more than welcome to call me Garrowen.
It's just like we have Alfred the green tree frog.
I'll answer to most things. I love your Alfred. Alfred is very cute.
Well, yeah, John actually named Alfred because Alfred normally hangs out near the bat cave.
Ah.
So do we get the why
Oh,
Alfred Bat Cave? No,
Alfred
no.
may not be around for much longer.
Why?
Didn't you say that the snake was near the bat cave?
No. Snakes
No,
nowhere
that was
near.
T2.
It's on T2, the veggie garden.
Right.
No, but
Right.
Alfred hangs out near the Bat Cave. You don't know anything about Batman? Batman and Alfred?
Robbins? Oh,
The butler.
Alfred the butler.
I know Alfred's the butler. I haven't watched
Yeah.
Batman for a long time.
So Alfred's the butler, and Alfred the frog lives near John's Bat Cave.
Mhm.
Because
Right.
John's a Batman nut.
Ah, okay. Cool. Yes.
So there you
Off
go.
go do those chores, Daz.
Yes, go do chores, Daz. Do I need to
Alfred
get
is
Olga
waiting
down
for the
here?
moment. Now, the best life is saying that snake season is coming soon for them. It's been a bit cold yet. Now, you have to make sure you watch Bomber Steve's snake education video. I grant you, you're in America, so it's not quite the same. But, yes.
Bomber, you just love all snakes.
Bomber loves snakes. All things snakes, check with Bomber. He's very good at snake education.
And that's why we always watch Snakes in the City. With them tackling the black mambas and stuff like that.
Ah, I haven't seen that one.
What, you never watched Snake City? It's a pretty cool show, really, isn't it?
It is.
Is it on? Is it on the normal TV? Is it?
No, we watch it. Where do we watch it through? Fetch.
Oh, I don't have Fetch.
But oh no, they also have a Facebook page too, and they normally put up their videos on that as well.
Oh, okay.
They're really cool.
Hi, Dawn. Hey, Dawn's here from Cyprus.
Hey Dawn, how you doing?
She has a fast-acting, highly venomous snake there. Woo! You'll have to give Steve all the details, Dawn.
Bomber probably knows all about it anyway.
Bomber actually really does love snakes. First aid techniques we use here can't be used with the rattlesnakes and most American snakes. They have a different venom transport system. There you go.
Well, perhaps you should put out a video about that, Bomber.
Probably.
It would be very interesting. You're the
So the
snake.
best life's in eastern Montana, and they have seen bull snakes and hognose, and we do have rattlesnakes also. There you go.
Yay.
I have no idea.
They're snakes. I hate snakes.
They're not my favourite thing either. So Bomber Steve agrees that snakes in the city is pretty cool. He's based in South Africa and he gets to deal with some crazy snakes, mambas and spitting cobras, knee-knocking stuff. They use tongs there and I don't blame them.
Yeah, I love watching Simon and his girlfriend.
And Ed says the best snake he's ever seen is a dead one. We're not allowed to kill them here. It's illegal.
I've come across many snakes as a funeral director in graveyards.
I can imagine you would, actually.
Yeah, but like they're normally at the bottom of a grave and we can't do anything about it.
Yeah, I can't imagine how you'd get it out.
You just
You can't.
You got to just drop the coffin.
Well, yeah, you can't really hold up a funeral service for a snake.
To get a snake out of the. Yeah, no, you can't do it. But
I don't think the bereaved would really appreciate that. But Dawn's saying in Cyprus they have blunt-nosed vipers. Big but very hard to see and doesn't run away.
thankfully, the snakes around here, they just want to run away.
And Dawn's asked, has everyone hit the thumbs up?
Yes, I've hit the thumbs up.
Bobby Butcher says hamster is a better fit. Also for the snakes. You have to dig deeper.
I don't dig graves.
No. No.
I just plant people.
Plant people.
Hey,
I nearly said they get rooted, but I thought maybe not. We probably shouldn't start that conversation again.
well, after last night. Actually, I was with my youngest when he was like in kindy, I think it was. Like he was in kindergarten, and we were doing a tour of. Oh, I think they were going to see the Queensland. Geez, what do they call them?
Queensland
Philharmonic
Orchestra.
Ah, oh yes.
At Ipswich Civic Centre type place, and as we were all waiting to go in there, my boss and another funeral director was actually coming up the road in a hearse that was loaded.
Ooh.
Which had someone in the back of the hearse, and Josh just goes to all his friends, look, that's Mummy's work. My mummy plants people.
Now, from what Dawn's saying, over in Cyprus, traditionally they don't use coffins here, dropped in a hole back to the earth. So it's very traumatic seeing a funeral here if you don't know that.
Yeah, huh?
So if I'm understanding that correctly, they just drop the person in the hole, no box.
They're probably wrapped, I'd say, in a shroud.
Probably.
But hey, even Prince Philip had a non-traditional coffin.
I didn't actually see the actual service, so.
Well, he wasn't in the traditional royal casket. He actually had a coffin, and it was actually made out of wool because it was biodegradable.
Interesting.
But hey, that's the funeral director in me. That's why I watched it.
Dawn's saying correct. They're not wrapped.
Not wrapped.
Not wrapped.
Wow. Okay.
Wow.
Freaky.
Well, I think that's what she was saying. It would be very traumatic if you didn't know that.
Wow.
Now back to the. Death Life is saying the bull snakes look like a rattlesnake and like to wiggle their tail in the leaves to mimic a rattler. There you go. The Bomber's saying the hognose is a member of the colobrid species, which we have some of in Australia. Fascinating.
Like what, Bomber? Oh, the common
Good question. Common tree snake that you get in Queensland from Adam and Nettie's video is a colobrid like a hognose in America. Fascinating.
Okay. Yeah, well, we pulled 7 tree snakes out of John's roof when we were putting the insulation in because he was sick and tired of the snakes doing the cucumber rumba in his roof. If anyone gets
Why do you have stuffed rats on your wall?
Huh?
I'm not quite sure what Bobby the Butcher's talking about.
Oh, what?
Hey, Baker Leg! Is that a stuffed rat? What is that?
hang on. Is it cat? It's not a rat. It's a witch.
It's a witch. Oh, she's on a broomstick. Okay. There's
It's-
10 species of halibut in Australia, and all of them in Queensland. Of course.
That thing behind me is actually called a kitchen witch, which is a good omen.
Hey, Jess. Hope your chores all went well nicely. Good morning.
Hey, Jess.
There you go. 1 in 3 houses in Queensland have a snake, python, or tree snake in their roof.
Yes, we do. And when we were renovating this house, our builders actually found a brown snake looking at them as they were ripping down ceilings. And then they found a python in the bat cave as well. And they found a whole heap of different snake skins up in the roof as well.
Now, hey, Tin Can Gardener, nice to see you. If anyone wants to come and join the panel,
Yes, please.
you're more than welcome. Now, that sounded a little bit like I was torturing you, Bibby. Am I torturing you?
No, I just don't really like being on camera. But hey, I'm up here. I'm here.
You are. You're making it so I'm not on my own. Thank you.
A witch is a witch. It's a witch. Yes, it's a witch. It's a kitchen witch.
Possibly. Yeah, it's a kitchen witch. There you go.
And if you
Brownies
look up,
don't like to climb, but they will if they have a good enough reason. There you go.
yeah, but yeah, well, apparently our builders came face to face with a brownie ripping out the ceiling in the back half of the house.
Good morning, Cindy Squirrel. Lots of good mornings.
That's because everyone's waking up over there.
They are. This
Well,
is how you end up on lives until 20 past 1 in the morning. Because all the Americans start jumping in.
Well, our live ended reasonably early last night.
Actually, it did, but I think that was because the night before we were all up too late.
Because I left the live going because we were having issues.
Well, technically the live wasn't running, but we were still in StreamYard.
Yeah.
Pretty nifty, actually, really.
Well, that's why I didn't go back on to stop the live. I just thought, oh, well, you guys will just keep on yakking if you wanted to. So,
And we
all
did
good.
for hours.
And that's good.
And it was
And
cool because it wasn't live, so we could talk about stuff that you wouldn't normally talk about on a live.
and then I just went to sleep. So it was good.
Now, Jess, I'm incredibly curious now. Something
Okay.
happened.
With what?
I don't know. Jess is going to tell Bomber about it later.
Ooh. Bow chicka wow wow, agent said.
I think it had something to do with Jess's live. But Jess does heaps of lives. She's been doing room raids too.
Oh, okay. Well, I guess
Saying
I
it's
should.
more likely a brown tree snake. I'm not pronouncing that. Also called a night tiger.
Yeah, night tiger, yeah.
I have no idea. My builders just said that the place was haunted and we had snakes in the room.
And we can confirm it was haunted.
Yes.
Haunted.
Yeah, we do live in a haunted house.
Okay.
Yeah.
You do. You got to share your love.
Though they've calmed down since we've moved in. So, yeah, it's all good.
Oh, that's good. So the Best Life had 2 stray dogs out the front at 5:30 a.m. today, and my dog was not happy. That's how they woke up today. And then they joined my live. I had to make it all better. Yeah.
Good on you, Jess, for sharing your love. I'll have to make sure I go live when you're live sometime, and I might get a love raid like Silhouette Park Fun.
Yeah.
So Dawn wants to do a live, but she doesn't know what time is best for anyone interested to watch. It varies a lot. Like this time of day is when the Americans all start waking up, but it's when the Australians start going to bed. Probably 12 hours from now is probably a really good time for both sides because the Americans stay up late and the Aussies are awake.
Yeah,
but it just depends.
Normally, like the Americans start doing their lives like about 10, 11 o'clock our time. Because we're up, they're doing their late-ish night, well, from 9 o'clock on lives. And then Aussies are on as well.
Okay, apparently my live did make Best Life's morning a little bit better. I'm grateful that I could help.
Well, that's good.
Yeah. I might talk a lot, but that can cheer people up sometimes. It can also be irritating.
Yeah.
We know how to fix that.
Not on mine, because I can mute you. You can't mute me.
You can.
Oh, shall I try it?
Go for it. Oh, bugger.
Bugger.
Oh, what will we do?
See, no one could hear you.
I'm crushed.
Oh, there you go. Cypher, Dawn, Tom has just put up a link to help you work out a good time. Bobby the Butcher says, shh, the rats.
But anyway, guys, I'm going to jump off. I need to go to bed. I've got friggin' pink eye happening.
Oh, not good.
And I'm knackered, so it was great jumping in, seeing you all. Have a great night, guys.
Thank you for joining me, Bibby. I hope you sleep well, beautiful. Night, Agent.
Good. It's gonna lag. Okay, guys. Night. See you soon.
Night.
Now I gotta get out of here.
There should be a leave studio button. Oh, she figured it out, I think. I don't think she's actually left properly. I think I might have to remove her from the stream. I don't know. She hasn't actually left properly. So she's still kind of there, so I can kind of stick her back up there and she's still there. She's just turned the camera off, I think. I don't know. Oh well, it's all good. Oh, what did I miss? So the Tin Can Gardener saying the professor wanted to make us take a test at 6 a.m. this morning, but I wasn't able to partake in the madness. I can sympathise with that. Now, if anybody wants to come up and join me, they're more than welcome. Ah, she's figured out how to leave the basement. Good. It's always nice to have Bibby and Agent join the live. Now everything's gone quiet. I might have to go back to finding videos to watch. Well, not necessarily videos to watch, but no, that wasn't the right one. That was me trying to hunt down the best life and not finding it. Oh. So we've been talking about Bomber Steve's video on snakes, and I did actually show it at the beginning of the live. There's a heap of people in here that weren't in here then. So this is Bomber Steve's channel. And he did a really, really great Oh, I got Keto Jess in this. Hey, Jess.
Hey, how's it going?
Good, thank you. It's nice to have some company.
Thank you. Thanks for having me up. I had to run in the bathroom and fix my face real quick. I stayed up way too late on YouTube, fell asleep, and of course I woke up with makeup like everywhere. I look like the
no.
Wicked Witch of the West or something.
It's never a good look when you forget to take your face off before you go to bed.
Oh.
Which is probably why I don't bother putting a face on anymore.
Yeah, well, usually I only do like eyeliner and mascara for YouTube purposes, you know, and then I crash and I wake up with it everywhere. Yes, it was
Your
broken.
face was broken. That's a nice way of putting it.
No, it was.
Oh dear. So it sounds like Agent and Bibby would like to have a room raid.
Yeah, I heard that. So I have to get back on track. I took a little bit of a break there. I don't know if you see, my husband was in the hospital and stuff, so
I did.
I'm trying
How's
to get.
he going?
He's doing good. He's doing a lot better. And then I started him on all those supplements and stuff like that. So he's been on the supplements for 2 days, and he's just a ball of energy now. He's just zooming all over the place. Yeah, so it's going good. He's on the mend, and now we're just trying to get back to, you know, regular life.
Which, has anybody got a regular life at the moment?
Well, you know, back to like our normal routine, I guess you could say.
The new normal?
Yeah. Yeah.
And I guess our new normal is doing late night lives and early morning lives.
I know, everybody's always asking me, do you sleep? And I'm like, I really do. I just go to bed really late and wake up really early.
And the best life says he hasn't put his face on yet. My face is my face. Hola natural.
He doesn't have to put a face on. He's got a big old beard. And he's
His face didn't come off.
So what time is it there?
It is 20 past 11
Okay, yeah.
p.m.
Late. The next
Yes.
day, you're in the future?
Sunday.
Yeah.
Oh,
Oh, it is
Sunday night.
It's still
It's Sunday night.
Okay.
Yeah. Now
And
give me another 40 minutes and
Yeah.
I'll be into Monday. and I really should be sleeping because the boys are starting their homeschooling back tomorrow. School holidays are finished.
Oh no.
I'm still in denial.
Bomber Steve gave me a I don't know, a little app that tells me the difference between Australia and the United States. So hopefully that'll help me keep on track. Because I love coming into all your guys' lives, you know, so at Park Farms, Boddington, everybody. But it's like I never catch you guys because we're so different time. I'm like, oh.
Well, it is. I mean, and Silhouette Park Farm usually go live about 2.5 hours earlier than now.
So I have to really set my alarm when they go live.
Yes. And Josh from InYa Homestead, he goes live at 7, I think. So 7 or 8. Earlier than that.
Wow.
So he very rarely gets anyone from America.
And whose channel is that? I'm sorry.
InYa Homestead. It's Josh. He's just had a cyclone go through his place.
Oh wow.
Category 3 cyclone. Smashed. Had roof come off his sheds and everything.
That's scary.
Oh yeah. Very scary. He actually was in his pantry to stay safe.
Yeah, that's where I go when we have like tornadoes and stuff. I go to my pantry.
I think the winds were 170 k's an hour. I'm not sure how that compares to you guys. I'm not sure what that is in miles. Because you guys do miles, don't you?
Yeah.
Can Bomber tell me? Bomber tells me lots of stuff.
I know, he's a very smart man.
He's good with Google too. Let's see. I've got an app on my phone. It might tell me.
I was trying to give him some credit there, Jander.
Okay, Okay, so bombers translated cyclone into hurricane.
I did figure that out.
And it's my converter's saying 170 kilometers an hour is 0.6 of a mile.
Oh, okay.
I
Bomber
got no idea.
says 5 miles per hour. Okay.
So 5 miles is 8 kilometers. I don't know. Speed was 170 kilometers an hour, I think. But I'm not sure. It was a Category 3 cyclone, Steve.
Okay, and the best life says something like 80 or 90 miles per hour. Wow.
Wow. He also says his notification starts going off at 3 a.m. for the Aussie channels.
I'm not allowed to go to bed with my cell phone anymore. My husband takes it away when I go to sleep because I will lay in bed and keep watching. He doesn't like it when I don't have much sleep.
No, it's not good. You end up being rather cranky. I know I get cranky when I don't get enough sleep.
Mm-hmm.
And Dawn's saying it's 4:20 p.m. in Cyprus. Yeah, and Cyprus and Dawn from the New Beginnings Everyday Life in Rural Cyprus. She joins Josh's lives, and just as he's ending is when they come in.
Oh,
Although he started doing the he started doing StreamYard lives, so he was up a lot later. I think he ended up doing a couple of 4-hour ones there as well. Oh, Bomber's saying it's 109 miles per hour.
wow.
It was a big cyclone. It was really, really big. It reminds me, I was going to put Josh's link up. Hey, it's Chris.
Hello, Chris. The New Beginnings. Nice to meet you. I've never seen you before, so it's good to see you.
Oh, you haven't met Dawn before?
No.
Oh, she's in Cyprus. She's got a lovely little channel over there. But I don't think YouTube actually pays in Cyprus.
Oh, really?
Yeah, she's been trying to get them to pay.
I have to get my notepad. I usually have my notepad right beside me so I can write channels down or notes.
So this link that I've just put up, that's actually a link to Josh's video on the results of the cyclone.
Oh, okay.
And a lot of the stuff that he's had damaged is covered by insurance, but they're not going to actually replace stuff. Like, it's going to take months for the insurance to get fixed up.
Will they actually fix it, though?
They're going to fix some of the things.
Uh-huh.
Some things they're not going to fix, like they're not going to replace any of his contents that are water damaged. So if anybody watches Josh's video and would like to support him and help him to recover from this utter devastation of his property, like he can't live there at the moment. He's got no electricity, no internet, but he's still got to drive backwards and forwards from his mum's place. It's like an hour and 41 minutes drive twice a day to fix his animals up every day. So it's huge.
Wow. It's horrible.
So Josh, the house itself is covered, but the contents aren't. So that makes it tricky. Okay, so Bomber's saying that Cyclone Tracy in 1974, which went through Darwin, 10 minutes sustained 175 kilometres an hour winds, or 110 miles per hour. Minutes sustained 205 kilometres gusts and 240 kilometre an hour. So Cyclone Tracy was worse, but that was in 1974.
That's crazy, though. Both of them.
Josh got smashed last week, so it was last Sunday. He actually jumped onto my live stream for prayer last week, and we prayed for him just as the cyclone was hitting, so we could actually see it on the radar as it was going right through his suburb.
Wow. Scary.
Very much so. very much so. Yeah, we're very glad that he's okay too. We were eagerly waiting for comments on videos to make sure that he was okay. And his mum she's an hour and 40 minutes away from his place. And they had the rain come from the cyclone, but they didn't get as bad an effect from it. So, okay, now what's best life? So apparently Chris's Clevercraft did a video with the Best Life's nephew.
Oh, okay.
Fascinating. And New Beginnings, My Everyday Life in Rural Cyprus has subscribed to you, Jess.
Thank you.
Bomber said cyclones come in categories, but it's pretty irrelevant for the people hit. Insane that I'm going to get hit by a motorbike, car, truck, or train. They will spoil your afternoon. Yeah. It doesn't really matter whether you're hit by a car, a truck, or a train. It's going to make it a pretty bad day. So regardless of the category of cyclone, it's not a good day.
Jander, I just like to let the chat know, like, when anybody says subscribe, subbed, or anything like that in your chat, YouTube will, like, come after you, and they won't let that subscriber stick. So if you say it on the panel, it's fine. But when you say it in the chat like that, then it won't stick and they will come after you. So just so everybody knows, like, my trick, what I do, I just say, I made you family, or use some type of code word or something like that, so that way YouTube doesn't ding you.
That's really good to know, Jess. I didn't know that.
Yeah. I didn't know that either until a couple of weeks ago when I was on somebody else's live and they were telling me that. I'm like, really? I never knew that. So
that's really interesting. Nettie's back. She can't sleep. Nettie, hopping on my live is not going to help you sleep. That's not something my lives are good for. Actually, I don't think any live is good for that. But it's lovely to see you as always.
You try to sleep and lay there and listen to somebody, and then they say something interesting, and you're like, oh, okay, I'm awake.
I'm awake. Yeah, it's always nice to help the smaller channels.
Oh,
and it's
sorry, go ahead.
Like I know a lot of subs don't stick, but I thought it was because that people don't watch the videos or don't like the don't interact on the channel. Yeah. Didn't realize that YouTube would go after you if you actually commented it.
Yeah, YouTube is being like really weird right now. They're changing all kinds of things. I know, like, I'm working on my watch hours, and my watch hours won't stick until I've gotten like 100 watch hours, and then they'll post it. But they used to post my watch hours like live, like as soon as I got watch hours, it was posting to my studio, and now it's not posting until I get at least 100 watch hours, and then it'll post. So there's like a lot of weird things going on right now.
That's really interesting. I know I noticed recently in YouTube Studio, they changed it from minutes watched to hours watched.
Mm-hmm.
And it did my head in because it went from like 12,000 minutes to 120. And I'm like, oh, what happened?
Yeah.
And then I realized it was the unit of measure had changed.
Yeah.
Which still isn't that much, but it's, I mean, I would imagine you get a heap more hours than that.
When you see numbers change like that, it makes you panic.
Oh, it does. It does indeed.
Yeah, anybody was just going to any lives and they were saying, I'm subbing you. So YouTube picked up on that.
Probably. They're probably wondering what's going on with all the room raids too.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, and it was weird. Not yesterday morning, but the morning before that, I went live. I think it was like 8 o'clock in the morning. And I had like 140 some people in there at 8 o'clock in the morning, my time. And
wow.
I don't know where any of those people came from. And I did some research and I found out they were all bots. So
really?
So that whole time that I was live for like 2 hours, like half of that was cut off because there were bots. Like I didn't get that watch hour time. So
It's coming in.
Huh?
Why do the bots come in?
I don't know.
What a bot?
They're like YouTube. They're kind of like YouTube workers, I guess. They're just bots. I don't know. I don't understand it all yet. I'm still researching it. But it says they were all bots and you don't get watch hours off those people.
Oh, that's not very nice.
No. So I was like super excited. I'm like, I have 140 people in here. Woohoo. And then like I find out later, nope, you don't get watch hours for that. I'm like,
So YouTube find out you're doing sub for sub. They will take away your monetization and ban the channel.
mm-hmm.
You have to say it another way. But, I mean, I don't do sub for subs anyway.
No, I
I
don't.
will promote other channels that I like, but I usually make a point of saying why I like the channel,
Mm-hmm.
what I think other people might like about it,
Yeah,
and try to show a video that they're doing.
I think growing organically is the best thing to do.
Absolutely. Absolutely. So Chris Clevercraft saying YouTube hasn't mentioned that people are having problems with watch hours and subs and stuff, and that they are trying to work out any problems. Okay.
Yep.
I mean, there's not a lot you can do, is there?
How do you check not to do a live at the time when fellow channels do one? I don't want to tread on anyone's toes. Well, it's impossible. There's too many people going live. No matter what,
there is.
You're always going to tread on somebody's toes. So you just go live when it's best for you. That's
what you can do is if you go onto, and I'll bring this up. If you go into like onto your homepage and then scroll over to here, along here, you might find the live category. So it actually will show you what other channels you're subscribed to that are actually live at the moment. So Northern Girls Hobbies is actually live at the moment. That I know that's live. She wasn't live when I went live. I don't know any of these others. So sometimes it'll just show up a lot of just random stuff. But if you know someone that's live, if you subscribe to the channel, it should come up here. Like that's what I've noticed. I don't know if that applies to everyone.
Nettie, I haven't heard anybody saying anything about like saying it on their channel. Like if I go over to your channel and say I subbed, I haven't heard it. It's just in the live stream because they're trying to stop the subs for sub. And actually, there is a lot of channels that do sub for sub. They're called grow channels, and I just try to stay away from those ones.
And I've had a few people email me and ask me to do the whole sub for sub thing. And I'm like, yeah, no. No. Best Life was surprised that there were so many people in there. Oh, hi, Lane Homestead. Hello, Eva.
Hey, Eva.
How are you?
Yeah, it was crazy. I'm like 8 o'clock in the morning. There's no way there's that many people in here at 8 o'clock in the morning.
Well, they could be in other countries.
Yeah.
But no, probably not. So Bomber says, do your live when it suits you. Mm-hmm. If you tread on toes, put out yes. I don't give a stuff. Okay, personally, I try to make it so I don't go live when somebody else does, especially if they've got a normal time.
Mm-hmm.
They're not going on their normal time, and I will try and go on so that the rest of the community can chat in the. I know how much everyone loves having the live chat happening.
Yeah.
But yeah.
I agree. I try my best not to go live when everybody else does, but sometimes it just happens.
Well, that's right. And the big challenge with that is that people then have to choose who they're going to go with. But I know some people that'll watch multiple lives at the same time.
Yeah, I do that.
I'm on the computer, I will. If I'm stuck on my mobile, it gets a bit confusing.
You got to be careful with that, though. Like, the first few times that I did that, I thought I was in one chat and I was in the other. So I was responding to comments in the wrong chat. And I'm like, oh! So I'm like retracting all my messages. Like, I hope nobody's seen that.
Mama, thanks for putting up the links. Great job. And Eva says, that's right, you can't do it all. Just have fun.
Oh, wow. Nettie says we had huge issues with the premiere the other day. Only 5 people, and when we finished, it said 80. It definitely glitched. Well,
yeah.
Wow. Usually when YouTube, I don't know if you guys know this either, but YouTube doubles your views too. Like, say, like, how many people do you have in here?
9, apparently.
So you have 9 right now. So YouTube will like either double or triple that for your watch hours when you go back in to look for your YouTube studio to see what your watch hours are.
Okay.
And I never knew that. I never understood that either. So they're always tripling or double or triple your watch hours depending on how many people are in there.
That's interesting.
Yeah, I thought that was really interesting too. I'm like, what? Like, none of this makes sense to me. YouTube is so confusing.
Yes, it is very confusing.
Mm-hmm.
Now, the best life says, I only sub if I like the channel or it clogs my feed with stuff. Hard to see the videos you want to watch. It does. The more channels you subscribe to, your feed gets overrun.
Yeah. And not only that, the larger you get, the larger subs you get, you want to support your subs too. And it's just like impossible to try to watch everybody. I tried so hard. I'm like, I can't do
it. You can't. I mean, at the moment I'm adding, like, if I don't have time to watch something, then I'll add it to a watch later list.
Mm-hmm.
But it's then getting to that watch later list.
Yeah.
I mean, at least you've gotten onto the watch later list.
Yeah. And that's what I was doing too. I was adding, the videos I wanted to watch, the watch later list. But then my watch later list got to, like 60 to 70 videos a day. And I'm like, I can't sit here anymore.
Nope. You can only sit for so long. And Dawn, if you talk to Bibi, she was actually moderating in 3 different lives one night, and it just did her head in. It's not something I would try and do. Yeah. Now, Bomber Steve could probably manage moderating multiple channels. He's so quick with his links.
Yeah, there. Chris said it better than me. Well, it should be 600 minutes and hours with 10 people.
Wow.
Yeah.
I thought it would be based on the actual number of minutes they stayed on the live for.
That's what I thought too, but it's not the case. And then the new beginning says, has anyone got an applause button? I've never heard of an applause button. I don't know what that is.
There's an applause button?
I guess.
Maybe they're rolling out new features in different countries. Because she's in Cyprus.
Oh, yeah, that's right. You did say that.
Yeah, because, I mean, you guys are getting more options with shorts at the moment, from what I can understand.
Yeah.
SAP's being rolled out in America at the moment.
And you don't have shorts there?
We have shorts, but we don't have the shorts app. And on our YouTube, we can't do shorts videos. We have to just make the vertical videos that are 60 seconds.
That's what I've been doing. There's an app for them now, too.
Apparently in the YouTube studio or in YouTube, the actual app, when you go live, you know how you can go live or add a video?
Yeah.
It's going to be the option to actually create a short video as well.
Huh.
It's a new thing coming out, though. The Creator Studio, the Creator Insiders did a video on it last week, I think.
Learn something new every minute of this YouTube journey.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. And I think it's going to be constant changing.
Yeah. And I don't like that. I finally get used to something and then they change something. I'm like, oh, I got to learn something new.
Just constant. Now, what's Dawn saying? Applause button goes next to the thumbs up button. A4 prices if you like a posted video. Instant payment. Dollars are up to $50. Not for lives, only posted videos.
Huh.
I want one of them,
Yeah.
but no,
right.
we don't have those. That'd be nice, though.
Yeah, I've never seen one either on anybody's page yet.
No. Nice.
I wonder what
Be like a tip jar.
Yeah, I wonder what the like requirements are for that. Like if you have to have so many subs or if you have to be monetized and stuff for that.
Okay, it's only in a beta trial.
Oh. Oh.
Only Hat Maker and some others have it. Okay. Okay.
I'm gonna have to go
Listen.
look at that and see what it looks like.
Yes, YouTube Shorts are trying to muscle in on TikTok. And it's not necessarily they're trying to muscle in on them. They're just trying to get that market share back. Because people are watching way more TikTok than they are. Like the number of hours they're spending on TikTok is more than the number of hours they're spending on YouTube. So YouTube's looking at the business model and going, how can we adapt that?
Yeah.
Which is the same as McDonald's doing chicken burgers.
I don't know why, but shorts get on my nerves. I really don't like putting out shorts. I don't know why.
I like it when the shorts gets 800 views. That's always nice. And I've discovered that my goat videos on shorts seems to go really well.
Well, maybe that's the problem. I'm only getting like 17 to 20 views on my shorts. So I'm like, this is dumb.
See, now are your shorts videos of animals?
Yeah.
Cats?
Yeah, I've got cats, dogs. I've got my calf on there.
Oh, your calf should be interesting. Goat. When I do goat videos, the goat shorts do really well. I've had one goat video that got 14,000 views.
Wow, that's insane. That's a
I
lot
got 50 subscribers. Got 50 subscribers from that one. I was quite pleased with that one.
Oh, yeah.
I nearly fell off my chair when I saw it. Because previously I think I'd had 14 views on a video.
Oh, that's nice. Chris has hit 500 in a day. That's awesome.
Yeah. My goat videos tend to do well. At the moment I've just had a goat had babies. I've got kids.
Yeah.
Baby animals are always going to do well.
Mm-hmm.
And I am milking that at the moment. That's cute.
Goat milk is like really popular everywhere. Do you like drinking goat milk?
I love my goat milk. And honestly, I'm not allowed to have cow's milk at the moment. I'm only allowed to have goat's milk.
See, and I like raw cow milk, goat milk. I went to a friend's house that had goats, and she was milking at the time. So she was like, I'll put there's some in the fridge that's chilled already. I want you to taste it. And I was like, all right. And I don't know how people drink it, because to me, I feel like I literally walked out to the middle of a field to a billy goat and licked the side of a billy goat. That's okay.
Now, did she have her buck in with her nannies?
No.
What about the worm load?
I have no idea.
Because the only time I've noticed my goat milk tasting goaty, the buck's gotten into them, or they've got a really high worm load.
Maybe they have a high worm load, because she's got like the girls at the top of the property, and then she has the buck way at the back of the property.
Does she move them around, or does she chemically worm them?
She chemically worms them.
Does she get the fecal count checked?
Oh, I don't know. I don't know that much about it. All I know is she offered me that milk, and I'm like, nope, not for me.
Yeah, unless it's colostrum. The colostrum has a more goaty flavor. It's a lot creamier, and it has a bit of a goaty flavor. But generally, my girl's milk tastes just like a cow's milk to me.
Really?
Slightly creamier. Okay.
Well, maybe it was just the way it was done then.
Could be. Good words, apparently. It's good words. I'm not sure which ones it was, but it was good words. Thank you. Yeah, I've actually made a milking goat. My video that did the best is the one where I show the goat's udder before milking and the goat's udder after milking, and then the milk pail. I show a couple of times where I'm actually milking, and that one's the one that's hit 14,000 views.
Wow.
Now, who was it? Oh, there we go. The best life. His best shot was when his dog was taking a poop.
I remember him telling me about that.
Okay, Bomber's drinking my beer. Oh. And Dawn loves my goat videos. I know Gail from Gail Southern Living, she loves my goat videos. I have made a few just for Gail. Yeah, Eva says her animal videos do well on shorts too.
Huh. Eva says hers doesn't have the goat taste either.
It's really interesting. I mean, it could be a diet issue.
Yeah.
It could be what they're eating, but I've noticed a goatee flavour when they have a high worm load. Like, it's one of the indicators. I go, oh, must check the Fumancha score, must worm the goats. Although I've found an organic wormer that I'm using on them now that's working really well. So I haven't had any problems with goatee milk, provided I keep the buck away from the does.
Yeah. What kind of wormer are you using right now?
It's called BioWormer.
Oh, okay.
It was developed in conjunction with, there was a private company developed it in conjunction with the CSIRO, which is a government-run scientific body in Australia. I can't remember what CSIRO stands for. Bomber, what's CSIRO stand for? Who needs Google when you got Bomber?
Right. You got.
Oh no! Oh no, he's going. Google's leaving. Oh no!
You got to keep Bomber Steve's mind sharp with all the questions.
You're all vegetarians in Milborg. I have no idea. Is Milborg a suburb? Sleep well, Bomber. We'll miss you, Google.
Yeah, I'm going to have to head off here too. I need to get ready. I got a live coming up here soon, so I'm going to have to hop off here. And
there you go. Commonwealth Scientific and Industry Research Organisation.
Oh, wow. That's a mouthful.
That's why we call it the CSIRO. We like acronyms. We're lazy.
All right. Well, thank you for having me up here. I really enjoyed it. And
you're most welcome. Thank you.
Catch you on your next live.
Absolutely. And I probably should get going too, actually. Thank you. You have a fantastic day.
All right. You too. And have a good night's sleep.
Bless you, Jess.
Bye.
Bye. See you, Bomber. You have a good night. You do very well with the Google searches. Definitely think I'm going to have to call you Mr. Google. We do. We all need Bomber in our lives. You like my eyebrows going up and down. I try to make it so I have a very expressive face. But on that note, if I don't go, I'm probably never going to get to bed tonight, and I do have to start schooling the boys in the morning, and it is just about midnight here. And this is my second live for tonight. So thank you all for joining me. It was lovely to see you all. And thank you all for joining me. I really appreciate you coming and watching and spending time with me this evening. I hope you all have a fantastic day for those of my friends in America. And yes, Dawn, go water those plants. Bless you all. You have a great night. Bye.